this time, no one is telling me what to play. I told Mose, if anyone tells me to play anything else, I'm dropping out of this competition. Up to that point, no one has told me, play this. Play secular music. No one. They're just saying, you play. Around October, I am chilling at Moses' sister house. Okay? So we are there with Wanga, the other boy. We're all chilling, we are watching TV. Akisa. We're watching TV. Another advert runs on TV. Ads have changed my life, bro. Remember that Homeboys advert? Second advert to change my life. I ran an ad and they see they're looking for the hottest DJ in the country. Bro. Esther, you can imagine. I just looked at that thing and I went like, I couldn't place it at first, but I went, there's something here. Guess what happens a few days later? We meet up with Gigi and Sanch. And then they announce when the first hits are happening here in Nairobi. Okay? The first hits to find out DJs. There was one happening here in the CBD. And so me, Gigi, Sanch, we go to one of those hits. And then we sit and we watch.
You're not competing?
I'm not competing. We go sit and we watch the quality of DJs entering this competition. Okay, I haven't even registered.
What?
We are just watching.
For the hit in Nairobi now?
For the Nairobi hits. So we watch all those DJs throw a set. Gigi turns at me, looks at me and tells me, Karosh, unaweza wini kitu. DJ Gigi is the one who told me, Karosh, unaweza wini kitu. And I went like, hiya, by the way, unaweza wini kitu. Because we had been DJing for so long. Remember, these are people met in 05, 06, 07, 08. So they know how I DJ really well. And they're like, dude, you can win this thing. I go back home. The first person I talk to is Njugush. And I tell him, there's this competition. It's known as Pilsner Mfalme. They're looking for the best DJs in the country. I want to enter this competition and I want to tell you something. I'm only going to play gospel music. Njugush looks at me and says, awesome. If you'll play gospel music, you have my blessing. Talk to Mose. I go talk to Mose, tell him the same thing. Mose says, as long as you stick to the gospel, you have my blessing. By the time that conversation is done, the next hits are now across the country. I look for the one that is in Nyeri because my mom is living in Nyeri.
Yeah.
All right.
Accommodation was sorted.
So I call my mom and I tell my mom, there's this competition, I am coming, and I just want you to know that I'm entering this competition. The same thing I've told Mose, I'm playing gospel. So that, we go to Nyeri, we go, my mom, in the evening, we leave, we go to the club in Nyeri. So
have you registered?
Yes, I have registered. I registered during the day, I come in the evening.
Oh, so you have to physically go to register?
You have to register physically. So we went, in the evening we went. And DJs started competition. That was the first time my mom saw me DJ physically. She had never seen me DJ. And so my mom is seated there, we're watching other DJs, then it gets to my turn. I remember there was DJ Scratch One and DJ Godot there judging. And I remember when I finished those Nyeri hits, those DJs were like, who is this guy?
So
who is this guy?
Kwanzaa, you're in the club and you're just bumping your gospel.
And I'm there jamming gospel music. And they're like, what is going on?
And because you know the artists, you've got instrumentals, you've got vocals
Me,
alone.
I had a plethora of songs to choose from. I had
There's no one at that time who had more gospel music than
Every
most.
single gig I went, I had 3 sets prepared. 3. And every CD, I had a duplicate. So any song I'm playing, on any song, I would arrange my songs and burn them on a CD. Put that CD on the right, put that CD on the left. So that I am not looking for CDs at any point.
I get.
I had practiced that set several times, multiple times. I am confident. Mose had had it, Chugush had had it, Akina Gigi and Sanch had had my sets.
No way.
They had judged my performance even before I had performed it.
You guy, you blew my mind.
So me,
Remember that practicing I asked you? You had already done it again now for the show.
now I had done. So these people are now used to me. Because remember, but out of daily, I would put it like occupational hazards. These people are used to Krowbar arranging his sets and practicing them when everyone is there. So they know what I'm going to play on Saturday. So on these sets, I had planned them, prepared them, and I knew this is what I was going to play.
So for example, give people, like song number 1, I'll start with.
I would say with this song played, and I know this is the place I'm going to loop it, drop this other song. This other song will only play up to this point, and then I'll drop it. I might edit a song and sing, this song will only play the chorus, then the instrumental, I'm gonna drop this verse here. So I would prepare everything. I would know how my set is going to be for 6 minutes, from start to finish.
So the first time now you play in Nyeri.
In Nyeri.
And the 2 DJs are there judging you.
Hey.
What is the response when you play?
They were in shock.
First and foremost, no one else was playing gospel alone.
No one else is playing gospel. No one else is playing at the level at which I'm playing at. They're just like, man.
Even these guys, these DJs can't do what you're doing.
Everyone was in shock over there. And I remember out of that, even my mom was like, my son.
Oh man, your mom is there watching.
My mom is there watching. I remember we went home and she was like, my son, you are a minister of the gospel.
That's deep.
Those were the words that came out of her mouth. I know you are a DJ, but what you did there is ministry.
That's deep.
You are a minister of the gospel. Everyone in that room left there knowing there was a God. You have my support.
What?
Do you know what my mom did? My mom looked for one of her closest friends, Mama Karanja, who is a minister, and said, I want you to go and come back. We're going to go to the mountain and pray.
What?
Came back to Nairobi, stayed a few days, went back to Nyeri. And we went to the mountains, there close to Mount Kenya. And we prayed in the forest. And we prayed and we prayed and we prayed. And Mama Karanja said, you're going to win this.
What?
Yes. Do you know my mom went and told Mama Karanja, my son is a minister of the gospel. Pray for him. He's going to minister to drunkards. But it's true.
It's true, but I get
it's
it.
true.
And we'll get there.
This guy is going to minister in these environments. Pray for him.
What I'm trying to figure out, okay,
Yes.
this first gig you go and do,
Yes.
there's nobody who is doing gospel in
There's
the club.
no one.
That is not even,
An idea.
yes, it's not even an idea.
see, here in the
Gospel
city-
at that time,
Yes.
I'm a musician, so
Yes.
I understand. We are coming up.
We are coming- we
but
are not
we are
yet
coming
there.
up from oblivion.
Yes.
I mean, but we are coming up from, we were down.
Yes.
You get? And even the way we're coming up is very different because we're down, but then we have access to high schools.
Yes.
Therefore, we are in roots.
We are in roots,
When I
yes.
won Kisima,
Yeah.
they didn't know who A-Star was. Because it's the kids who voted. So I'm understanding the scene. I mean, the scene at that time. So you go in, I'm trying to just fathom. There are other DJs there
Yes.
who are in the competition. you're called to do your set.
Yes.
I'm putting your skill on the side for a sec.
Okay.
What was the response when they saw you do gospel? And I only doing one set.
I only did one set there.
Oh, that place you only
they
did?
only wanted one set.
Oh,
But
one
me,
6 minute set.
I always go over prepared.
But you went for, and how
Yeah.
long did that set have to be? 6 minutes?
6 minutes.
And then from that, they decide this
Yes.
was one here, this was one here.
This is the one who was one here and there.
And like how many people were there?
We were like the DJs were there.
Yeah.
There were not very many. We were like 8 or 12.
Okay.
Yes. The Nairobi hits had 20, 30 DJs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from then you play,
Yes.
then you're told sit down here.
Then you wait for the judgment.
And they would pick like 3 or 4.
They would pick the top 3 only.
Only the top 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that day,
That day.
you're seated with your mom.
Yes.
And they come on stage and they say,
This is number 3. This is number 2. DJ Krowbar is number 1.
so you're already number 1 in that list.
In those heats, I was number 1.
Okay. Sawa. Nyeri, me understand you've gone to the mountain.
Yes.
All that's what
Yes.
happens next now.
After that, we come. We were told from the Nyeri heats we were going to. No. We did the Nyeri heats. Then we went for quarters. Quarters happened in Nyahururu. So all the people who won in Central Province were all taken to Nyahururu.
Whoa.
Yes. Remember, this is Pilsner just going around the country marketing their brand.
I get.
In big clubs, in big towns. Went to Nyahururu, top it. My mom was there too. She's like, guy, my son.
So Nyahururu has people from other Nyeri central provinces.
People from Kiambu,
Okay, yes.
Murang'a, anywhere in Central Province where they went looking for DJs. All DJs were taken to Nyahururu to go and play.
So again, you have your 6 minute set.
We have your
and
6
it's only
minutes.
one set.
It's only one set.
Who was the guys judging
I
that?
can't remember in Nyahururu.
But it wasn't the same
They were
ones?
big DJs. They were different DJs.
Okay.
Yes.
So you?
I won that one too.
They say number 3, number 2, number 1 for the central province.
DJ Krowbar.
Your mom is there.
My mom is there.
She can't believe.
Yeah. She's like, what? We live there.
Picking 3 again.
Yeah?
They were picking 3 again.
They were picking 3 again. So from there, we leave and then we go to the semis. So in the semis, those semis are happening in Mombasa.
And now who is taking you to Mombasa? Them now.
Pilsner Mfalme is taking me to Mombasa.
So from the moment you win, they
From the
handle
moment they handle your expenses.
Okay.
They handle your hotel, they handle your transportation, your meals, your everything. We go to Mombasa.
With your mom this time?
No, my mom was not in Mombasa. In Mombasa now I had community because I used to play at Hope. So
Yes.
the Christian community in Mombasa that used to listen to Hope FM comes.
And this time,
Because
there's
remember,
noise now.
There's now
Yes.
the buzz is on the
Now the
ground.
buzz, I remember.
Akina Moza making noise on air that DJ Krowbar will be playing at White Sands in Mombasa. Go and support him. He's playing gospel. And man, Christians came.
So
Yes.
in Mombasa now, when you jumped on stage,
Yes.
do they tell you have to do a set of this kind of music?
No.
You just create your
Remember,
set.
all this time, no one is telling me what to play. I told Mose, if anyone tells me to play anything else, I'm dropping out of this competition. Up to that point, no one has told me, play this. Play secular music. No one. They're just saying, you play. The Mombasa ones, I didn't win. I was number 3 in Mombasa.
Whoa.
DJ Brigi and DJ Ricky. There's a DJ known as Ricky Mfalme. And then me, I was number 3 in Mombasa. That was a huge shake-up. After doing 1-1, then you're now number 3. It grounded me. I needed that grounding.
You had fingered my skill tech.
Man. I needed that grounding. This is now early or mid-December there. Is that making sense? And so the finals are announced. They are happening at Carnival. Guess what happens in less than 3 days? Billboards all over the country. My face is on billboards. All the top 9 DJs who are doing finals were there. I remember myself, K-Trix, John Falme, D, Rigi, Ricky, there was another lady, I can't remember her name. There's another guy from Machakos, his name is skipping me. We were 9 DJs in the finals. Tibbs and DJ Tibbs. And DJ Tibbs. We were 9 of us. My face is scattered all over this city on billboards. It's in Mombasa, it's in Nyeri, it's in Kisumu. They have these 9 boxes of DJs all over. That photo, there is a photo I am taken. I wore DJ Moses t-shirt, the one from his album Raw and Uncut. Looking very skinny. Maybe you'll find that photo somewhere on the internet. But that's the t-shirt I wore, and I went for that Pilsner Mfalme photo shoot wearing a DJ Mos t-shirt. And so, with that in play, yes.
With that in play, let's stop. We'll be back with the finals.
So,
Sir.
all right.